Hiya, and welcome back to Dawn Chorus, the game that teaches us that Dan Chorus might not actually be canon. Oh wait, no, never mind, it is. Maybe. Hopefully. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Hopefully the saves work, which I did test them, they do. Torulf Saliva Day 4. And there they are, at the table of the window, leaned on their arm resting on the solid wood, turned towards the street. Eyes disinterested and sad. There's a cup of steaming liquid before them, all full and seemingly untouched. Blake, what's up? Arvo! You came! Thank you! Of course I came. What do you need? Company, mostly. Someone to talk to. Maybe it wasn't as urgent as I thought. Maybe something related to our conversation yesterday? I'll order something for myself and I'll be back in a moment, okay? Thor, their lattes look very good. Bjorn recommended to me their filter coffee, too, if you're into that. I'll find something, I think. Thank you. The laminated menus lie on the counter, yellow ink formed to rose elegant, Bauhaus-flavored, Bauhaus-influenced sans serif letters on black paper, simple and effective. The card lists several different coffees, then a few teas and infusions before the beverage section ends. I barely glanced at them, though. I have more important things on my head. I think I'll trust Blake and just get a regular latte. I feel like having something sweet anyway. I come back to the line with the milky liquid, sipped once on the way there. It is worthy of recommendation indeed. Blake's coffee remains untouched when I return, the melancholic feeling just observing the passerby. Or maybe even nothing in particular, only the cobblestone street and reflected in their eyes. Hey, your coffee will go cold. Ah! You're right! They take a nervous sip, almost spilling their drink onto their shirt. I don't have to ask to know the answer. How are you feeling? Well, not too good, honestly. Did something happen? They're quiet, gathering words. I think I know what happened, though. How'd you join Torulf and me today again? I couldn't see you anywhere after the lectures, though. If I knew you wouldn't come, I don't know if I'd go with him alone. Not like I had any better ideas for the afternoon. Could have always gone for a walk alone, but I'd certainly feel lonely. Look forward to spending time with Blake today. I told him I wanted to stop seeing each other. At all, preferably. Oh. Thought you might want to stop sleeping with each other, not let you end your friendship altogether. Can you imagine how it'd feel to stay just friends with each other if I still feel something for him? And despite everything, I do. I've been there, and believe me, it's just plain awful. It doesn't work. Not when every meeting makes me think of what we could have. Little gestures become gateways to painful memories. Their expressions, their words, nicknames they used to call you. The reflection in Lake's eyes looks like shattered stained glass. No, I wanted a definitive end. I see. Makes sense. How did he act today? Off. We were in the bar again and he got rather melancholic. He talked a lot about dropping off and leaving somewhere. I see. That's bad. I didn't want to make him sad. Lake! I mean this in the nicest way possible. Who gives a flying fuck? Genuinely, who cares? I don't. Arvo probably doesn't. I know chat doesn't. I am looking around this room and not finding a single person who would give a fuck about how he feels. He is a shitty person. He does not deserve your energy. He does not deserve you giving him the time of day. And honestly, if you turn out to be the villain in his side of the story, boo fucking who? Yeah, that's bad. I don't want to make him sad. I can't think about him only. You're sad too, and much more than him from what I see. Why did I have to hurt him, though? Life is like that sometimes. You can't always be nice to everyone. Unfair and terrible. Please have him for yourself now. I won't get to you too. last evening comes back to me. Me on the bed, tormented by visions of Lake and Torulf together, sprawled out, picking apart the twisting and bending foundations of our friendship. I wanted to feel wanted. I didn't get that from Torulf. It was never about me, it was all about him. I understood that yesterday, waiting for the sleep that didn't want to come. I don't want to be a toy to boost his ego. I don't want to be an accessory. If he wants to hang out with me only to feel younger or see the admiration in my eyes, I don't want that. I don't think I want to. In truth, I was thinking of doing the same thing as you. But it's you who needs some comfort now. You need a hug? We can move to that couch over there. They nod and get up. I grab our coffees from the table and follow them. They lean on me as we sit, not waiting for me to put the coffees down. Only by a miracle I don't spill any of them or myself. After a few minutes, I pause the cups and put my arms around the line, holding them close. As I stroke their back, they start to tremble softly, their emotions surfacing and rocking their body. Then they start sobbing, quietly so that no one can hear them. Paws gripping my sweater, they hold on to me like a sailor to the mast in a terrible storm. Hey, it's okay. Not the end of the world. It's the end of a friendship! I don't know what hurts more. They need time now, time and company. I'm happy to provide the latter. Heading their head, I look outside as the setting sun shining, pouring in through the gaps between houses. You know, I hope you're dreaming today. I dreamt about sitting in a port somewhere sunny, and I watched the ships returning from the open sea. Suddenly, from one of them, billowed black smoke rising to the sky in dark folds like satin cloth on the wind. Then the smoke turned red, and the ship burst into flames, all the crew hurrying to jump into the sea. The fire spread quickly, swallowing ship after ship, and soon the whole sky was painted black and crimson, and it got dark as if the day turned into a night in minutes. I felt someone's presence behind me, but I couldn't turn away from the mess, mesmerized. That person, whoever they were, approached me slowly, and then a lion paw, rested on my shoulder. They touched me, and that instantly clicked something, and the world froze. Hang on, I'm gonna move the mic closer. The ships, consumed by the red fury, all stood still mid-collapse, and the waves beating at their hulls halted mercifully. Turning the music down. Just a bit. Just a bit. The feline's sweet breath wrapped around me like a scarf. It thawed something within me. Then the waves retreated. The ships straightened and the flames furled back into proud sails. The sun shone through the dark smoke and the time marched back. Only the paw on my shoulder stayed still, firm and reassuring. Arvo? Yes? Thank you. I'm glad you came. Such a pretty night. The wind licking at my snout feels like the caress of the moon's silvery paw. I'm full of life, my heart growing in my ribcage that almost feels too tight to contain me. The stars seem to look down on me from the firmament, blinking like eyes opening and closing. Hey, Arvo, where are you going? Well, let's look at the dreamy town that barely feels like a real place now. Time for a goodbye. Try to find some words to say or a gesture, but nothing seems fitting. I only have a second. In a spontaneous decision, I take out my instant camera and point it at myself in the bus, where Torulf stands at the door waiting for me. The milky white film hangs out of the slot just by the very end. I pull it and it falls into the snow. Maybe someone will find it and keep it. Yeah, going, sorry. Ugh. The ride back is quiet and tense. The bus rumbles along the road, the sound of an engine a constant hum in the background. I watch as the lights of the town fade into the distance, swallowed by the darkness of the night. A sense of finality hits me as we ride over the bridge, joining the island where the town is in the mainland. Separated by the sea, the town turns from a place into just a view. Taken over by emotions, I lean on Torulf, my head on his shoulders. He doesn't move, staring out the window. Only once the sea disappears behind the line of trees, he asks, "Have you met with someone on the walk?" It's tempting to lie for a moment, but that would buy me nothing. Torulf is bound to find out anyway. I could play with him for a bit, though. Yeah. With whom? Just a friend. He looks at me puzzled. You're not telling me? No, sorry. But why? Because you don't need to know everything, ya bitch. They wanted to meet in private. He knows I met with Blake, I can tell it. But he won't know for sure, and it will torture him, and he will wonder what did we talk about. I guess. Fine. The torment in his eyes is obvious, and I revel in it. I scrolled to the bottom of the feed. I didn't even know that was possible. I try to scroll down and nothing happens. Bored, I stretch, groaning as my joints crack one by one. My muscles feel stiff and uneasy. What are you thinking about? Is there anything left to say? Picture Lake's face as they wept on my shoulder. And I think of yesterday, of Torulf's grin as he leaned on the door to Lake's room. It was that grin that made me realize it was all a game he played and he lost. I don't even think. I try not to think at least. I'm angry. I'm just chilling. I'm angry. Yet I still feel bound to him. I do not understand my emotions or what they want me to do. Argo. That's called manipulation. I'm pretty sure it's called manipulation. You're being manipulated, Argo. I do not understand my emotions or what they want me to do. I want to kiss him and then insert a blade under his ribs. Inside I'm shaking, but my face is like a mask. This can't be healthy. I have to leave. Get out of here. Disappear in my room. Spend some time alone. You know, Jorgen, for someone who bragged about their skills so much, you're not very good at this. Oh, shush. You're messing up with my focus. The sound of balls scattering on the table and Jorgen's happy laughter resound from the adjacent room. First point. Wow, Alistair, none of us would ever score. It's annoying. Why am I here and not with them? Why my thoughts are nagging me so much, keeping me here anchored at Torulf's side? Want to move to my room? My bed's comfier than this. Ah. Hang on. That is not very pleasant thought, but we will keep going. I want to move to my room. My bed's comfier. I actually thought about heading to mine alone. I'm not in the best mood. Oh, all right. He looks at me puzzled with an unvoiced question between his pursed lips. There isn't anything left to say, not really. He wants to play games and I can play my own too. I don't look back as I leave the room, stretching and groaning again in the doorframe. I only wave my tail behind me, looking as happy as I can. Is Argo gonna have a panic attack? My steps are slow and weary. My mind is still out there in the town, between the bar and the cafe where I sat with Lake. Lake. I stop in my tracks. I feel the lines paw on my shoulder again, like in the dream, and shiver and phantom sensation. I shouldn't be alone. They shouldn't be left alone either. There aren't any great answers that'll come to me if I close myself in my room. What I need is a true connection. Up the stairs and I'll be at their door. The lake isn't in the room. At the door to my room, looking at the handle, holding their tail in their left paw. Hey, looking for me? Oh, Arvo! Well, yeah, I was. Just wanted to visit if that's okay. Sure, I don't have any plans, just wanted to rest. Nick moves aside so I can open the door and let both of us inside, Hawk clutching the limp tail still. Actually, I was just thinking about you. I wanted to visit and see how you're doing. Aw, Arvo, that's so nice. Thank you. I'm okay, just didn't want to be alone and Jorgen disappeared somewhere. Lake slumps down in the chair, deflated. Tail tip falling onto the floor. I was in the common room playing snooker with Rune and I think Bjorn. Want me to go grab him? No, I'm happy to have you, actually. You're a bit more approachable emotionally than Jorgen. It's not like he's not a good friend, but he's quicker with an advice than comfort. You need some comforting? Yeah. Are you okay with cuddling? I mean, like, full body hug. My favorite. Bed? Yes, please. We both lie down facing each other, and Lake looks into my eyes before they pull themselves into me, face disappearing in my chest. They're so cute. With their snout, round ears, and with their milky fur and smiling snout. You smell nice. Hmm? They turn their snout towards me and look me in the eyes with two red suns. You smell so nice, like flowers. Ah, thank you. You do too? Is this flirting? If it is, then it's much different than Torolf's way of flirting. Lake's paws grasp at my sides and belly through my sweater. Whatever it is, it makes me feel lighter, less troubled. Appreciated. Made him plant a small kiss between their ears. They do smell nice, like a sunny morning. Grumbled gently in response. Are you still sad? Yeah, I will be for a while, but that's fine. If it didn't hurt, then it'd mean it wasn't worthwhile after all. So you don't regret it? No. I rarely regret anything, you know. Why have I never really noticed them? Never made an effort to really get to know them beyond the pleasantries and chit-chats about the day or the university. It took Torulf to make me see Lake. Rather, it took leaving his gravity field to notice the possibilities I was blind to. But enough about Torulf. We're linked by him, linked with a similar pain and shared experiences, but we're not here for them. I'm grasping in the dark too, stumbling and reaching out. I'm blindly looking for comfort and understanding in any paws that welcome me. I hold the line in my arms now, kissing their head again, and for now, that's enough. Okay, damn! Okay, did Klaus also get updated? Orvo? Nope, it did not get updated. I guess that's it! I'm not gonna question it. I guess, stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.